Calgary Stampede went in toward paddock and up towards it.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here, standing on the banks of the Stour River, here in Essex, not Suffolk. That's Suffolk over there, and I'm standing in Essex. That's the difference. As you can see, it's a very grey old day, winter's day. Not particularly that cold, but, you know, it's just grey. But what a lovely spot, eh? Lovely when the water is up, as you can see. Anyway, today, something a little bit different, I suppose. I'm on the ZZR. I'm not on the Harley. Gone back to the ZZR for the winter. Trouble with the Harley, it's alright, but I'm not a polisher. And these roads are pretty shitty. And this bike is easy to keep clean and all the rest of it. So, back on the old ZZR. Mind you, I didn't realise until I started riding the thing this morning how much I'd missed it. Oh, when I first got on it, you know, after not riding it for nearly 3 months, 2 to 3 months, I don't know how long it is, but God, I felt like a humping monkey on it. Instead of sitting there with my legs forward and arms straight out, I got on this and I was like, fuck, I'm humping a monkey. But after riding it a few miles now, I'm putting back to normal. Oh, so lovely. Really enjoying it. Got to watch the roads, they're a bit shitty at the moment, so. But anyway, we're going to go through Manningtree. We've been through here before. Quaint little place. As I've said in the past, it's steeped in history of witches and everything else. So if you want to come and catch yourself a witch, come out to Manningtree. Right, can I just say congratulations, Calm Biker Richard. He passed his advanced riding test today. That was today. He's put a vid up. Congratulations, mate. I knew it meant a lot to him, and it's nice to see. And the other guy who passed his, he doesn't blog quite so much, but does Grey Viper. He passed his as well, which was nice to see. He's a local lad, or a local man. I couldn't call him a lad, really. A local man, and he's informed me he's passed his as well. So there you go. It's all happening on the advanced, is it IM's riding tests. I have said in the past that I have a mate who passed, a mate of mine called Buster. He doesn't vlog, but he done all the tests and everything else. He'd been off a bike for quite a few years, came back and decided to go through with it all, and he done it. And I do go out with him sometimes, and even, you know, I've been riding a bike now, I think 42 years. 42 years, and I went out with him when he first passed, and yeah, I watched some of the things he done, and I thought, yeah, and I picked off one or two things, so I'm not against it all at all, and I can honestly say I've learned. So even if you don't want to do all the tests, but you know a good biker who's done it all, it's always worth going out with them, letting them, having a look at what you're doing, because you know they got the knowledge. It's a system that they ride to, a good system, and it's well worth it. You can pick up stuff off these guys, and I know, like Calm said, that he wants to do the Observer rides to give back some that he's got out, which is honourable, mate, very honourable, you know, because sometimes in this life, a lot of us, you know, we're all included in this, we sometimes take out far more than what we give in, and if we give in a bit more, I think life for a lot of people would be a lot better. But that's only my take on it anyway. Oh, it's so bloody grey. Don't this just, ugh. You know, I'm in such beautiful countryside and it's grey. That's the winter for you. Hey, I'm in Suffolk! Back in Suffolk! I'm back home! Oh, I don't know. Yeah, going back to the advanced riding on a bike. I've never, you know, all the years I've been riding a bike, ever fancy doing it. And Calm said that there was people who'd done it, you know, 40 or 30 odd years experience on bikes as well. I feel personally myself that I don't want to. I feel that I'm confident enough on a bike now not to go down that route, but I think if it had been available to me when I was younger, I probably would have done, you know, but now I just don't want to. I just tell you the truth, my life's too busy and I can't be arsed. And but I always take my hat off to anybody who wants to do it, and I say good on you, you know. I did have a hints and tips run out once with them, because of my mate Buster. He said, oh, they're doing a hints and tip thing where you they're right behind you for 5 miles and watch what you're doing through country roads and stuff, and tell you if you're doing anything wrong, you know. And I said, well, you know, just for you then, Buster, I'll do it. So I turned up, and there was about 4 of us in our little group, and they had a leader at the front. They split us all up. There's quite a few people there, but they split us up into small groups of about 3 guys, with a leader and a guy at the back. Now he was the observer, and he would follow you, and then he'd follow the next person, and they did this, and bloke followed me for about 5 miles on a bike. When we got to the end, they stop and they tell you what they think of your riding, stuff like that. Well, I must say, and I'm not just saying it, he did say to me, there's not a lot I can do. He said, because I followed you for 5 miles, you're not making a lot of mistakes. You know, if anything, he said, you're fine. And I thought, oh, that's nice. So 1 or 2 of the other people, they pulled up on things on positioning and stuff like that. But so I was quite happy with that. But he did say to him, you better course. If you want to do the course, you'll be even better. And I thought, how can I be any better when you just told me I was fine, you know, I was good. And I think with a lot of it is they got this principle of making progress, they call it, I think, where you make progress all the time. Somebody like Richard Carnbiker could tell us more about that sort of stuff on his feature vids. But yeah, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I don't think there's any advantage on insurance and stuff like that. People say there is. It seems to be one of these myths, but only you boys and girls can tell us that anyway, if you've done it and had a reduction on your insurance, you know. But if you get a chance, like I say, to go on one of these hints and tips or anything like that, take it. Or if you've got any friends who does it, you know, do it. Go with them. Let them watch you. They know what they're talking about. They've got this system and it does work, you know. So I'm not going to knock them. I hear some people knocking it, calling them elitists, you know, fucking twits and stuff like that. And I must admit, there was a couple I met that morning who I didn't really gel with that much, because there was a couple of 3 guys who were already on the course who was in my little group, and at the end of the actual whole thing they were asking questions, and every time I asked a question they sort of dismissed me a little bit, like, well, you're not on that, it don't really matter, you know, what do you know? And some of the things they were talking about positioning and stuff like that, I ain't got a clue what they're on about, you know. And I said, you know, I haven't got a clue what it is, because you're not on the course, you know, you don't know, you wouldn't know. But a couple of guys were really good, and there was a couple I felt a little bit elitist. But that's only my feeling, you know. Only my feeling about it. And I'm not going to knock them. Anything that makes you safer, on a motorbike can't be bad, can it? Really can't be bad. I think that's enough from me. Suffolk Andy.